Come on, Travis.
I couldn't be happier. I mean, seriously, I didn't know what to expect. There's so many guys. Those top 10 were like literally the top 10 fastest guys in the world at the moment. It was a stacked final, and it's all about getting a good start. And so I knew what to do, just whether or not I could do it. And then just at the end there, I just the little bumps. Like I love this sort of tricky water, and the board just dropped in on this little bump. So you couldn't see it, but I could feel it, and I just went 1,000 miles an hour, and it was unbelievable.
The second year in a row that I've witnessed here, Mr. Travis Grant, $5,000.
I myself ended up joining the C4 brand about this time last year, right before the Hawaii Battle of the Paddle. So when I come on, David shaped a couple of new boards. It's different to any other board that's been out there. The tests, it ran unreal. It was, some people say it's tippy, but it wasn't tippy. It was rolly. Sort of what you want to do is, instead of being flat, it kind of rolled with the waves. I think after one run, I couldn't believe it, how effortless and fast it felt, like the fastest board I've ever been on. We were that happy with it that C4 decided to mould the board. We did make it an inch wider because I'm only $180 in America, or 80 kilos in the metric. So it was a little bit tippy for a lot of people. So they made it wider by an inch. Basically kept everything else the same, and yeah, that's what we've done with that. So yeah, I just couldn't be happier with that C4 have done, and it's the first one. So they're only going to get better and better from here. The X-Wing paddle, to me, it feels like I'm only really 80% of the work, and I still get 100% of the result. Now, to me and to everyone else, I think this paddle is extremely different, and it's not as left field as some of them I've seen. It's still keeping the proven stand-up blade that works at the moment, but they've added a lot of features to the one paddle. I find it actually bites better, and I can propel myself forward, and it's easier on the body. I find less stress on the body. It's quite a small, tapered, thin shaft. The smaller shaft, actually, I'm finding for some reason more comfortable. You get used to whatever you paddle with. The shaft's very thin. It's extremely light, and at first I was a little skeptical, but with any good tool you end up getting used to what you paddle with. But I've actually found it quite beneficial and extremely like a slight advantage using the X-Wing paddle with my racing. So the other beautiful thing about the small blade is it's still quite long. They've just cut the sides off. Now, one, you can get closer to your board if you need to. It depends on your paddling technique. But you can also get a faster rating a lot easier with a smaller paddle. So if you do need to shorten it up, you can bury the blade halfway. You're still actually getting the most critical part with the scoop here. So you're not losing any power. You can easily get a fast rating, and it's quite easy on the body. And then once you get going, you start doing a deep stroke again. You've got the paddle. It's so long it won't cavitate in the water. It's got the dihedral, and it keeps it straight. And yeah, I think it's brilliant what they've done with the combination of the X-Wing paddle and the TGIF board. I couldn't be happier, and I can't see myself changing anything for a while to come yet.